sound like me. You sound like me using my little sucker.
Can we talk about that eventually?
Eventually.
We
right
need
now.
money for that.
Little sucker.
Oh,
Hey guys.
it's very distracting.
And welcome back to another episode of the And I've Always Said That podcast. We're your host. Happy Wednesday or whatever other day you're listening on. And if you're wondering what butt Taylor's talking about, JoJo has attached a Sunny Angel to the back of her phone. And it's one of the ones that obviously attaches to the back of things, and we're just looking at its ass.
It's called a hipper.
His tiny little ass.
And his cock and balls.
Does have
Well,
a
can't
cock.
see that
too.
from here.
But we know it's there.
I posted a Sunny Angel unboxing. A shameless plug for my personal TikTok that I've decided is now my new Finsta.
It would be linked down below, but no one ever sent me their links to things they ever wanted linked, and we've had this podcast for about a year.
I will do it.
So only my socials are linked down below.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I will also have a new Sunny Angel unboxing.
As of last Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes, because Meghan was kind enough to get us holiday gifts. And she happened to get me a Sunny Angel.
Your gifts are in the mail from me.
Stop biting.
They're begging me.
That's me when I'm at
They're
work, and I
begging you to
literally,
bite.
like, I think whoever's buying the Band-Aids for the office is at this point only buying them for me, because at least once a day, in order to stop myself from picking my skin, I have to cover my fingers in Band-Aids.
Hey.
Just so
Hey,
I don't
been
sit
there.
there and pick them.
Oh,
Hey.
before we move on, I also want to note that the sweatshirt I'm wearing was part of Megan's gift to me. It says Diet Coke's bitch.
Because your Diet Coke's bitch.
Insane.
And you've always said that.
I've always said that.
Mm-hmm.
Always. She also printed this about...
It's hot off the presses,
It's fresh.
literally. I printed
Fresh.
it probably about, it's 9:40 right now, 6 o'clock.
I'm loving it. I put
It
her
is
to work.
9:40. Wow.
On a work night, by the way.
Your last one.
My last work night.
When this comes out, you'll
Be
won't have a
unemployed.
job.
I'm gonna be so
Oh,
unemployed.
unemployed.
It's gonna be incredible. Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I'm so excited.
Any big plans for the first few days of unemployment?
Yes.
Do tell.
Okay.
Plans.
We're getting shy.
Feeling a little shy.
I guess wait until next week to hear about her first week of
My
being
big
unemployed.
plans. Oh my god, I have listened to Big Plans by Why Don't We about 45 times today. I'm
What
back
song?
on my Why Don't We era. Big Plans.
Never heard of it.
Never heard it.
Sing us a
Okay.
little tune.
I'm okay. We just
Alright.
put it for things of the week.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop listening to them. And as I said in our group chat earlier this week, we went to college with a girl who dated one of the guys
Oh.
who was in Why Don't We? And then, like, my roommate and I got fixated on them. And do you guys remember that video where they're, like, on a tiny little stage
I
and
don't
they're, like,
remember this.
doing that, like, step
Yeah.
dance little thing, and they're all wearing black, and it's, oh my god, it is so funny.
Me and Taylor didn't go through a huge why don't we phase, but we did go through a phase where we were actively stalking their accounts due to the fact that the girl we went to college with
No,
was
like,
dating one of
stalking
them.
them all the time, and,
But
like,
also Logan Paul found them.
I don't know what this
Oh.
is.
Taylor was a Logan Pauler coming out.
like, I literally accidentally ended up being obsessed with their music because,
Me with the Vamps.
oh my god. But, like, they had so many, like, weird little viral clips like that you would make fun of, but then when you listen to that music, it's like, uh-oh, this is really good.
I think I know one of their songs, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
You would like Big
Help
Plans.
me help you. Girl, what you trying to do?
All right. We're losing the plot.
Anyways, I've got big
I don't know if
plans.
I might know that
Capital
one.
B, capital P.
BP.
She's going
BP.
BPM.
She's going PP. Wow, BPM.
Wow.
Big plans mode.
Big plans
Also,
mode.
beats per minute.
Oh my god, I thought Casey Musgraves just DM'd, but it's Lacey Musgraves.
I thought you just said Casey Mustard.
It's Lacey Musgraves.
Casey Mustard. Okay, so what's on the docket for today?
Oh,
We have
panties.
an update
Oh, yeah.
to you behaving no panties.
This is the update you guys have all been waiting for.
All 72 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
So it turns out that Tuesday when Nikki added the note, me and JoJo were sending message requests we had received on Instagram, and that was a message request. Did I receive it?
Yeah, you got
That
it.
I had received on Instagram. We were just sharing like our funny rancid message requests that we had gotten, and I had gotten one that in 2020 this guy Will Champagne, I think his name is. I don't even know who that is.
Will Champagne.
Will Champagne messaged me.
Champagne.
You behaving, and then almost a year later, he
2 years.
messaged.
It was 2 years.
It was 2 years later. He messaged me. No panties.
No
No
panties.
We cracked the code.
So
We busted the myth.
A wanted to know if I was behaving, and then 2 years later, he was curious as to if I was wearing panties. So thank you, Will. The answer is yes. Almost always yes.
First
both?
name Will, second name Champagne.
To Will Champagne. Behaving, I'd say sometimes, but panties typically
Always.
Like the same way I'm a bra girl, like I'm a panties girl. Like I'm just an undergarments girl. I'm not someone who goes commando or braless.
Just love an
often.
undergarment.
I love having an undergarment
A
on.
tasteful undergarment.
Whether it be a bra or panties, I got that thing on me.
Okay.
I've been going commando, like, well, I've been wearing like sweatpants, but I've been going commando when I go to bed. Freeing.
Yeah, I love going commando when I go to
hate
bed.
going commando.
You gotta let her breathe.
You guys wear underwear to bed?
Not
Yeah.
usually. Not usually. You gotta let her
I'm
breathe.
always in panties.
You gotta let
Aren't
her
you,
breathe.
How are you sleeping peacefully?
Somebody asked me this because I only ever wear thongs, and I was like, thongs are more comfortable to me.
They're
Like,
not. It's like
just,
just
like,
floss up your
send-
ass.
Shiver up
Thongs
my
during the
spine.
day, granny panties to bed because they're comfortable.
thongs
could
all
wear
day, every day. That's like
boxers,
tampons. I only use
briefs.
tampons.
Same.
All right.
I do both.
Well, 30. Oh wait, I don't want to say our.
I
I don't want to
literally-
say our apartment number, but our apartment is a pants-free zone,
I
including
can't
underwear.
even wear, like, if I'm wearing, like, a thin t-shirt to bed, it's really uncomfortable for me.
Oh, same.
I freak out. Which sucks because our apartment is -4 degrees.
Couldn't be me.
And
I'm
we're
wearing
in Sherpas.
sweatsuits to
So-
bed.
Yeah.
Nikki locked herself out for the second time in a week.
in 2 days.
2 days. And the reason why I fell asleep, I was asleep by the time she locked herself out. She called me. The reason why I was asleep is because it was 9 p.m. when I got to bed. It was freezing. I was in a long sleeve shirt, pants.
You
I had-
shivered yourself to bed. She tired herself.
She shivered her timbers
Wait
right
for
off
this.
to bed.
I was in a full outfit, like the equivalent of a full outfit, heating pad on my stomach and like my lower body, high. Heating pad on my shoulders and neck, high. I feel like I'm living in Great Britain in the middle of January. I froze myself to sleep. I Fort Knoxed myself in bed.
Well, isn't that like that happens? Like when you get hypothermia, your body like shuts off and you go to sleep so that it can
You could just die.
no, so that it can like keep your other organs
Produce
safe.
heat.
it
Oh
Like,
yeah, like it
so
starts
yeah.
shutting off certain things so this way it can run the things that matter.
well, it,
Yeah.
it caused the second
So it
great
doesn't,
lockout of December for our apartment.
Yeah. It's our only other free one. So
I
For
better
the
not lock
entire
myself
time you
out.
live there.
No, for the month. How
Oh.
crazy is that?
I can get 2 free lockouts a month, and I literally needed them both back to back.
Yeah, what if I lock myself out? I'm not gonna lock myself out.
Well,
But yeah.
Yeah, I did lock myself out last night after literally having to crawl from the elevator to my apartment door due to me dancing too hard at my holiday party, and then taking a sit-down shower and then clipping all of my toenails before I fell asleep.
I woke up to a text. It said, JoJo, please be awake. And a missed call.
Well, because you can't call JoJo because her phone's on Do Not Disturb. So it was like, okay, I texted you when I was in the Uber home. And I was like, all right, if I don't hear from her back via text, then she's definitely not awake.
It was
but
like 11.
I literally, my feet haven't been in this much pain in so long. I was literally dying and drunk. And I thought, okay, the way to cure this pain is to cut all of my toenails. and leave them in a little pile on my nightstand.
And I
fall asleep. It actually did.
I also woke up to a picture of her toenails.
Well, I just needed everyone to know.
Oh, by the way, I have to play you guys my audio message of the nightmare I had this morning. When I woke up at 5 a.m. because I froze myself to sleep at 9 p.m., I had the weirdest nightmare, and it was so vivid that I couldn't even reach down under my pillow to get my dream journal. I had to record an audio of it, so I didn't lose a detail.
God, I haven't had a nightmare like that in a while.
I've only recently started dreaming again. I don't know if I've talked about this here, but
It's like kind of beautiful.
I don't know.
It's because we moved into a new apartment. It's inspiring your subconscious.
I told you guys, like, I've been going through a lot of changes. That's very reminiscent of the changes I went through in 2020. But within the last 2 weeks, I've started dreaming again. And if you know me, dreaming's a big thing for me because I don't do it. Too much REM sleep.
I also haven't dreamed in a while now that I'm thinking about
Dream.
Close your eyes, have to sleep, dream a dream, you little bleep. Dream. Hit the, oh, sorry.
Want some water? Have a cup.
But no, it's actually a big deal for me because I feel like I dream at points in my life where I undergo like a lot of transformation. So it's a great sign, but yeah, first nightmare in a while.
You ever have those nightmares so bad you wake up and there's literal tears coming out of your eyes because you were just so sad and scared in the dream that, like...
Or your pillow is wet from sweat.
Yeah.
Well, that
My
wouldn't
pillow's
happen.
always wet from sweat.
That wouldn't happen to me because I froze myself to sleep.
I'm always sweating.
For me, it's like I wake up from a nightmare and I'm too scared to go back to sleep
Yeah.
because it just like freaked me out so bad.
I have to watch Disney clips. Like,
That's fair. Like animated cartoons.
yeah, I know you don't like cartoons, but like,
No, I'm not judging you. I'm just asking.
yeah, like it's like Disney, like happy cartoons. But yeah, scary. Or like the
Yeah.
ones where you're like, you wake up and you're like, and you like sit up.
I think you're the only one who can gasp like that.
I've never had a dream that made me go...
That happens to me like on the regular.
Speaking of gasping and sitting up like that, is there anything you'd like to close off by saying before I bring up our conversation topic?
Wait, did we talk about you behaving no panties?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
We
we
I know, no, I know, but like, did we close the loop on that? Did
Yeah,
that?
we
Okay,
closed
cool.
I can get into my husband revelation later.
Because I was going to say, leads
Coma.
into the coma.
Let's do
The
that.
coma
Great
of it all.
transition.
Or should I do mine now since I'm talking about dreaming? I don't care.
Does it have to do with a dream?
No.
Did you see your husband in a dream?
God, I wish.
Oh, God. What was that noise?
I don't know.
All right, I'm saving this for later.
I think I'm like I don't think I'm in the headspace for this today.
Okay, so our homework for each of us this week that Taylor didn't do
I forgot.
was JoJo sent a text every single day.
Every single day this week, I said, gentle reminder, we have homework.
Well,
So we thought it would be fun if we said what we think would wake each of us out of a coma if we were in a coma in the hospital. So do we want to go one at a time or just say...
We could just do like
Each
per
for each one.
person.
We can
Okay.
do per person.
So we could start off with Taylor.
okay.
Do you want to go like that?
Mm-hmm.
Someone making plans in front of Taylor.
That was also mine. Is that someone planning something in front of you? You have the world's worst FOMO.
FOMO.
I think it could actually bring you out of a coma.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure, dude. Like if two people came to visit you and then they're like, ugh, this is really sad. Like, do you want to go get a
Let's go
drink?
get a
You
drink.
wanna
Taylor,
go
go.
get it. You want to go get a lemon drop martini? Yeah.
Wait. I'll be out in an hour.
Oh my god.
I just need to get my like EKG. I don't even know what a brain
EKG.
scan.
Can we get
A
that nurse in
CT?
here?
Can we get that nurse in here?
For context, last
When
we
I
were
was
setting
helping
up.
you build... I think it was after the fact, after our building. If you
Oh,
watched
yeah.
our friendship anniversary TikTok that JoJo had made on
Oh,
our
we
personal...
were supposed to talk about that this week, our friendship anniversary. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Putting a pin in that. We'll talk about that after this.
Yeah.
But if you just go to our TikTok, you can see like actual visuals of what we did for our friendship anniversary to celebrate. But afterwards, we were like cleaning up because obviously a lot of garbage accumulated. And I was putting things in a garbage bag. And then JoJo was putting things in the bag that I was holding, and then I took it away to bring it to Nikki and Taylor, and she goes, "Can we get that garbage back in here?"
And I went like this with my two bags. Can we get that garbage back
Can we
in
get
here?
that garbage
And
back in
Meghan
here? I was like,
why?
"You're like a PA on a movie set."
She was like, "Why did you just turn into a TV producer?
Can we get that garbage back in here?
And I've been doing that ever since.
I'm thinking of the baby.
What?
Wait, we have to talk about that after, because I have thoughts on that.
What? What are you talking about?
A baby? When she was playing her TikToks on the screen, and that one of a baby came up, and all of us sat there
In
like
silence?
stone cold in silence, and Taylor was like seizing, could not breathe.
Okay.
That's how hard she was laughing.
Let's do the coma, and then we'll get into the friendship.
That could wake you up out of a coma. That TikTok.
That
TikTok of the
TikTok.
baby.
That could be your TikTok of the week. Send it to me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You have to find it and send it to me for
I
things
have
of
it
the
in my
week.
likes. I watch it at least once a day. It brings me so much joy.
Okay, well, that's Taylor's TikTok of the week. Send it to me for.
Taylor, I just want you to be happy. I'm happy
you
that
so
you're
much.
happy.
Did you say, are you two sharing that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so for Taylor, I had a list of a couple. I said gasping. If you just simply stand in front of Taylor and go, she'll go, "Oh my God, what?"
What are you not
to
telling
know.
me?
If Taylor's ever like, I don't know if Taylor's asleep or not. Sometimes I'll just go, and if Taylor doesn't say anything, then I go, "She's asleep."
Like a baby?
Yeah, because if you heard me do that, no matter what room you'd be in, you'd go, "Oh my God, what? What is it? What?"
You're in your room, door shut, all the doors are shut. Taylor's in her room. She can still hear you.
Taylor
You
has like
gasp.
a sixth sense for that.
Mhm.
I also had making plans in front of her. And then I had hot celebrity gossip or just hot gossip.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
One thing about Taylor loves hot gossip.
You know that video, and it's like on TikTok, I think it was like a parody show, but like the girl was missing, and they were like, Steffi, we love you and we miss you, or whoever it was, and they went, Steffi P, I just want to let you know, Steffi P from biology is pregnant.
Yes.
Me and my friend send that to each other. We were like, this is us. If one of us got kidnapped, we'd literally.
Yeah, she was like, if you can hear me, just know that Steffi P from biology got pregnant.
Wait, that's
I just thought you'd want to know.
That's also something I would do if you ever went missing.
Oh, literally.
So yeah, I said that would wake you up out of a coma. Like we were in the
for
room, and I
sure.
was like, "Oh my God!" But I'll like tell you more later. Like now's not the time. You'd wake up and be like, "No, finish
have
the
to know
story."
more.
Finish
no.
the story.
And then I put a Kelsey brother parentheses either will do.
Oh, yeah.
If I
Oh,
just
yeah.
brought one of them into the hospital room, you'd lose it. You'd wake up immediately.
Yeah.
And then I wrote in all caps, "What wouldn't wake Taylor up is her alarm clock."
I have not woken up to my alarm clock in months.
The other day, I'm trying to wake up earlier. I didn't do a good job today. But the other day, I woke up at 6:45, and I made a cup of coffee, and then I was sitting in my bed. I was playing on my phone. And Taylor's alarm went off at 7. And Taylor did not shut it off until 7:14. I heard it go off for 14 minutes. Because for some reason, Taylor's never going to wake up at 7 a.m. Taylor always wakes up at 9 a.m. You know what time her alarm goes off every day? 7 a.m.
She likes to know that she has more time to sleep.
I have high hopes that one day I'm going to get up.
You know,
at
you
7
get
a.m.
better sleep if it's not interrupted, right? So, like, you'd wake
Yeah.
up more refreshed if you just set your alarm for, like, 8:30.
But she needs to know that she has
She has
more
more
time
time.
to sleep.
Yeah.
But you'd wake up more refreshed at 8:30 than you
Well-
would at 7, and then again at 7:15, and then again at 7:20.
Well,
Did you hear One Direction this morning?
no.
Oh, because this morning I let it play for, like, 5 minutes.
Just jamming out.
Yeah, I told our thingy-majiggy, I'm not saying her name or she's going to light up and start talking,
Mhm.
but I have her set an alarm and she plays One Direction at 6:45 in the morning. And it's actually quite a lovely way to wake up.
I don't hear it.
If you were in the mood. Today I was not in the mood. I just
Yeah.
kept falling back
Well,
asleep.
my alarm was no control for
God, my
God.
alarm was also no control.
6 years, 7 years. And then I started, you know, like, as time went on, I'd get, like, really, really anxious in the morning. And I was like, I wonder why. And then I put it together, maybe because I'm being jolted awake every morning. Oh! To no control, temporary
Waking
fix.
up beside you,
Yeah.
I love it again.
So those were my Taylor coma.
Good.
Those,
Yeah.
those are pretty good.
Yeah, they are good. Yeah. Okay, Megan. What did I have for you?
What's
So
waking
for
me up out of a
me,
coma?
I was like, what is one thing that could really wake Meghan up? And I don't know if I talked about this before, But if someone was in front of your like almost cold, dead, lifeless body and went, "Megan, your husband is here."
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where is he? Wait.
I might not even have a husband. I'd be like, whom?
Well, it's
You're-
like while you
Who
were
married me in my
It's
coma?
like that movie While You Were Sleeping. He was in the hospital visiting, and he saw you and fell in love with your beauty.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's loving
You
your
had
beauty.
you and your army of girls.
I'd be so excited to wake up
Yes.
to my husband.
A girl from your army of girls would be Megan. Your husband's here.
Your husband's here.
That's a good one.
That would wake me up.
Yeah. You're not gonna wake up to your alarm clock though.
I always wake up to my alarm clock.
You do? You let it go this morning.
5 minutes.
Yeah, but I woke up. I heard it go off immediately, but I didn't say anything because I thought maybe Taylor would wake up and say something.
Okay. JoJo?
I just did mine. I just
Yeah,
said,
it's your turn.
no.
Oh, I didn't do mine.
Oh, okay.
I feel like, like a favorite celebrity, like Taylor Swift.
If Taylor Swift was in the room, or if
Yeah.
Taylor Swift was playing.
No, if she was in the room.
I also put one for myself, and I said whatever I'm hyper fixating on at the time.
Yeah, you have a lot of
that's what it
hyperfixations.
is.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
fleeting hyperfixations, but if you can get just like the right moment, that
Yeah.
one in there, that could probably wake me up.
Like before you went
Yeah.
into a coma, like right now. God forbid. But if you went into a coma right now.
It's that guy from TikTok.
Tom Blythe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Get him in there.
Marcelo.
Marcelo Hernandez, get Marcelo Hernandez in there.
Yeah.
Or Ben from Please Don't Destroy, get him in there. In addition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any of them could wake me up from a coma.
Yeah.
Just bring a man in there, actually.
Bring a man.
Just bring a man.
Bring a man.
Just bring a nice
Bring two.
man.
It seems you just need a man in there. I'll wake up.
Bring two.
I'll get up.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe, we're all gonna have the same one.
Is it her turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
ahead.
Go first.
If you open up a Diet Coke,
Yeah.
that,
The cracking of a Diet
Cracking.
Coke.
Cracking
Diet
of a Diet
Coke.
Coke.
or if like you play like some, like not tarot, but like what I'm thinking, like not witchy, but I don't know,
I had something similar to that.
like maybe like some wind chimes.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a mystical wind chime.
I'm
Yeah.
so whimsical.
You're showing your whimsy.
Go some wind chimes over my face.
Wake up, fishy.
I had something similar to that, but I said Gorgeous can resurrect her. So in my
Ooh.
head, I was
Oh.
imagining like we put Gorgeous on your like bed
Yeah.
at your feet, and we're all holding hands around you,
And we
we're
light
like
the
Gorgeous,
candle.
just like wake her up.
The power of manifestation.
power of
We
Gorgeous
manifest
compels
you to wake
you.
up.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
anything can bring me out of a coma, I believe in the power of manifestation. You are
manifest your
right
way.
on with that.
And then the other things on your list, I said the 2005 film Pride and Prejudice. Specifically that one scene in the movie.
Yeah, I know what scene. Yeah.
And then I said the news of someone that wronged her's downfall.
Oh, that's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That, because anyone who knows me, anyone who's friends with me, I always say this one thing. It doesn't matter if someone's wronged me because in the end, I always get the last laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You also
I-
just love to keep tabs on people.
Taylor Swift just said it herself best. The trash always takes itself out.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, though. I love keeping tabs.
You
on
love
people.
keeping tabs.
No. Like I love.
I thought of
keeping
another
tabs.
one.
Ooh.
You get an eviction. You get an eviction notice for where you are now.
What the?
What?
Yeah, it'd bring me out of a coma and then I'd kill myself.
Yeah.
No, like if we were like, oh my God, Joe, you're gonna get
Oh,
evicted.
Like our apartment was threatened
Due to your coma.
because I love my apartment so much,
yeah,
even though I'm freezing myself at night.
yeah.
Freezing myself to sleep.
Beauty is pain.
No, you know what it is? If you told me my apartment had adequate heating, I would wake up.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Those were good ones.
Yeah, those are good. I think we can all collectively agree you'd be in your coma probably wearing this Diet Coke sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And we
Diet
just
Coke
have
in a
to, all
hospital
three of
gown.
us stand in front of you, click them open at the same time.
I will say there is also one. If someone was talking about anyone who served more cunt than me.
No.
Yeah.
You've got to have the world's ugliest nurse.
We're like, oh my God, the nurse is serving so much cunt. You'd be like, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Someone get me a pallet. Can we get a pallet in here?
Can we get a pallet and a corset? I need eyes on this corset. I'd be so skinny in that coma too.
Give me a ring light. Give me a ring light.
Give me a ring light. Yeah. Wow.
It's so funny. JoJo stuns in hospital gown.
JoJo stuns in new coma.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
That meme too. If someone stood it, and I
Yes.
feel like for you too.
Yes. If Jamie Lee Curtis was in the room with me.
Someone
Okay.
standing at the foot of that going, okay.
What a laugh.
So for Nikki, I said it was the opening bass notes of the the movie American Pie.
I'm like really getting like hot and bothered thinking about that bass line. Guys, I said it's like something about a bass player, something about a bass line like that. That it's so good. Could absolutely bring me out of a coma.
So for my list,
Mhm.
I have news of a One Direction reunion.
Yeah, huge.
I said news of her former company / boss's downfall.
Yeah.
And then my third one was bring a chihuahua in the room.
Oh.
And I spelled chihuahua
CHIWAWA.
Also, if Daisy Jones and the Six went
on
tour
tour.
in real life,
Hey.
okay.
Yeah.
Mine is hot steaming box of
Pabs.
fresh Pabs,
Mm-hmm.
squirt of a ranch bottle,
You put it under her nose.
It's like her smelling salts.
held by your husband.
Yeah. How about my husband?
Ooh, that TikTok of Ross Lynch singing "Sex on Fire."
We're just looping it on the hospital TV. The nurse comes in and is like, "You have to stop." And we're like, "No, like, it's going to wake her up."
No. It's that one, but it's also the one where he's shirtless holding his beer.
That
that
the meme
one.
of Jeffrey Dahmer with the knife. He's like watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any TikTok of Ross Lynch, really.
Yeah. And we really pushed our limits on our friendiversary.
Yeah.
We really got into it.
I continue to push limits. I sent 2 today. 2 new ones.
You're so brave.
Something on the counteract, something that would put me into a coma.
Oh, would put you into a coma.
Wait, we didn't get into that.
Wait.
I think I have one for myself. Sorry.
What would put me in a coma?
Oh, drop 'em out.
Yeah. The most obvious one.
If I heard that one. Oh, wait. And also for Joe, sorry. The Wendy Williams cover of Native New Yorker.
We're looping that on the TV.
Oh my God,
And a
yes.
doctor comes in and is like, "You have to shut that off." Like people are complaining.
I don't think you guys understand. I haven't really talked about it, but I'm obsessed with the iconery of Wendy Williams. I remember my last ex-boyfriend. We went through a phase together where I introduced him to Wendy Williams memes.
Insane.
I am so chronically online for Wendy Williams, and my best friend Matthew and I do this thing where we just send each other. The Wendy Williams was on The Masked Singer, and she was a pair of lips. Also so cunty. That's so me. If I was on The
Incredibly
Masked
kind.
Singer, I'd be a pair of lips. And she sang Native New Yorker. Please, if you haven't heard it, go look it up.
It'll be in Things of the Week.
Yeah.
It'll be in Things of the Week.
Yeah.
It is the best thing you will ever hear.
It's really funny.
Ever. A little vamp in.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so
Anyway, that was yes. Oh
Taylor,
my God.
what is something that could put you into a coma?
Someone scratching my arm.
Oh, that
I've
could
been
also
there.
take you out of a coma.
No, it would put me into a deep sleep.
Sure.
And that brings us into
But I did it on the friendiversary.
yeah.
And she
Our
was so mad at me
friendship-iversary.
that I wouldn't keep going.
Oh wait, let me pause.
Does anyone else want to share anything that would put them into a coma?
What would put me into a coma?
If I saw a psychic and she was like, "You're never getting married," I don't even know if that would put me in a coma as much as I would kill myself.
Yeah.
Kill yourself?
Yeah. I think, honestly, being any closer than 100 feet, being closer than 100 feet of Timothée Chalamet would put me in a coma.
I don't know if there's anything that would actually put me in a
Oh
coma.
my god, that one night at Cafe Finales probably almost put me into a coma.
Oh yeah.
Turns out if I'm anywhere near someone I'm hyper fixating on, I can be put into a coma.
Are you
Yeah.
still hyper fixated on him?
Not as much.
I think he's reached kind of like permanent hyperfixation though.
Yeah.
He'll always be around, and it'll come in waves.
it does come in waves right now.
Yeah.
Like it's similar to like my One Direction phase, where like there were times I was like really, really deep in it, and then there were times I was just kind of like just listening to the music and like watching them via social media.
And then
right
there's
now,
times where you're up until 4 a.m. watching One Direction
where I,
2013
like,
funny
need to
moments
find,
on
like,
stage.
edits. I think it's also because you're not as hyperfixated on him now. So, like, I don't have someone to talk about it as much with.
Yeah.
So it's allowed me to really take a step back
we were
as well.
feeding each other.
It's really allowed me to take a step back as well on my hyperfixation due to yours also taking a big step back.
No, that's how I feel with Timothée Chalamet. Like, he is so extremely permanent hyperfixation, but he's not doing anything right now. But he's going to start doing something because of Twanka, which is scary for me. Sorry to my husband. Timothée Chalamet. He's coming. It's going to be so painful for me.
It's on the horizon.
It's on the horizon. It's brewing. I can feel it on my stomach. We're going to see Twanka, and it's not going to be good for me.
Do you want to see it in theaters, or do you want to wait until it's streaming?
I don't know. I think I'll probably go see it in theaters. Because I also want to spend a lot of money on chocolate. Snacks.
We also have to go to IHOP and get the Twanka menu.
Yeah.
We're going...
Is there still an IHOP in
your sister? I'm saying, where'd you get your lips done? I'm booking an appointment, and then afterwards we're driving and we're going to IHOP.
Going to IHOP with fresh lips.
JoJo and I were talking about lip filler a couple days ago, and she was like, wait, do you think I have enough lip to flip? It was so funny.
I did, because it was a thought I had. I said, I could get a lip flip because fillers kind of scare me, but do I have enough lip to flip?
You do. If you don't have enough lip to flip, then I don't have enough lip to flip.
I'm gonna be walking around like this.
Can someone flip my lip, please?
Yeah.
Someone flip my lip.
That sounds kind of sexual.
Just
flip
come
my
over
lip.
and flip my lip.
I don't know if we want to get into like the discourse of plastic surgery, but I had like
that noise.
The discourse of plastic surgery is like a series that we could probably do.
I was saying this to Nikki. I had never thought about my lips basically my entire life. Like they were always there. I never thought they were my greatest feature, but I never was really insecure about them.
Me as well, until within the past 2 years, I'd say like bigger lips became more normalized.
It wasn't even that for me. It was when I got my nose job, because I previously had a little bit of a hooked nose, so it was downturned. And it almost created like downturned noses have a little bit of a shadow that they create. So it was always kind of, for me, like my most prominent physical feature on my face. And the second the bandage came off, because the hook was corrected, I immediately looked at myself and went, oh my God, are my lips small? And that was scary because I had never had an issue with my lips before.
That's what's crazy when you literally wake up and have a new insecurity.
I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
I need a nip
like,
flip.
Imagine a nip flip.
Whoa. There's probably a nip flip.
They can redo your nipples for sure.
But
Perky.
also, I think... I'm not done.
I know. That's why I stopped myself. I am being so patient.
Be so patient.
But I think also when we were kids and younger, I'm sure back in the day, plastic surgery was very like just something like rich people could do, like celebrities did it.
Or
it
botched
wasn't
was
as
big.
accessible.
Or you assumed that it was like 0 to 100. Like there was nothing tasteful about it. You know, it was always like,
Or like incremental.
it was like women with like giant boobs and huge lips and like
The obvious fake nose.
the brow lift, like that kind of thing.
I'm sure obviously it was like just as accessible as it is now, but just back then it just seemed like it was so inaccessible and it was going to be so much money, and that's why celebrities were getting it done, whereas now like the average Joe can just kind of
The average Joe got her nose done.
can just kind of get it done. And it probably plays into like social media now and the beauty standards and everything, but now it's like, oh wait, I can get it, and it's actually like, yeah, obviously it's expensive, but it's not like as expensive I think as I assued it was.
Thinking of the baby.
Table the baby.
I was thinking of Dave getting a nose job.
He openly admitted that to me.
Yeah.
You can watch it at TikTok of the week because I need to see if you do the same reaction on camera as you did.
But as much as I think about doing something to my lips, I really stop myself and I ask myself the question, like, is this just you opening the floodgate of always needing something to fix? Because I really never thought about it until I got my nose done, and I fear that if I do something to my lips, even
it's like, what's next?
not drastic, I'll just go, okay, that's fixed. What's next? And I would love to. I think it's great if you want to change your whole face and it improves your quality of life. Fine, that's great for you. I have a real fear of losing who I am, and I don't want to wake up one morning and not look like me.
Well, lip flips, they're temporary.
No, but I mean going down that slope.
That's true.
It's the gateway.
Oh my God, I think that's happening to me. Because I've always said my entire life I love my boobs, I love the size of them, but lately I've been like, I need a boob job.
We literally
were just talking about this
because I've also loved my boobs.
I
and then
never had an issue with my boobs until
Never.
recently. I'm like, I need huge tits.
No,
and I don't know what has just come over me recently where like I'm suddenly insecure.
I was
about
getting
my boobs.
ads for breast lifts, not augmentations, and I was saying to Nikki, I was like, would you ever get a breast lift? Because like I like my boob. I really like my boobs, but you know, could they be higher? I'm not 25.
Literally.
And
I haven't even had a kid. They haven't even like.
I was just gonna say they probably haven't even started like actually.
No, they
sagging
haven't.
yet.
They haven't.
Yeah.
But it's a thought I had.
No, literally, like
Could they be higher?
I've always liked my boobs, and then literally,
I know what you're gonna say.
as soon
It's
as
so
we
hard for you
moved,
to talk about.
it is so hard for me to talk about because it's so recent. Like
Get Nikki out of a coma, put a mirror in front of her boobs.
an inverted mirror. We have like 3 medicine cabinets in our bathroom, and they flip open, and then you know how if you have like 2 mirrors, you can like see what. Anyways, I accidentally like opened it, and I saw myself like completely inverted, and then I saw my boobs, and I was like, I need new boobs completely.
How many people saw these boobs?
What?
Like I think
Oh
that
yes,
sometimes,
no,
like,
I'm literally like I let my husband see these boobs. Like
yeah,
I'm embarrassed. And
Hey, Uncle Aaron.
oh yeah, hey to my uncle who's listening.
Hey, this is a podcast for the girls. I don't know what to tell you, Uncle Aaron.
Does he
Hey.
still listen?
Yeah, probably. Hey, well, I'll see him next week. I'll check in. He's part of my capital B, capital P big plans.
BPM.
Yeah, but I was absolutely horrified by the things that the inverted mirror did to me in my brand new apartment. That literally happened like week 1. And I got really upset. And yeah, I literally had never like was always like indifferent about my boobs, or I liked my boobs. And because I was used to seeing them like the way that they looked until I saw them inverted, and I was like, why is the one what? Like, why is that one doing that thing?
Why does that one look like that?
Why does that one look
Yeah,
like
but-
that and the other one is not? I'm like so
Why
upset
is one
about
perfect and
Aren't
one
you
isn't
scared?
perfect?
Like, if you get your boobs done, like I know I don't know about if you get like them bigger, but I know when you get them smaller, they take your nipples off.
I don't
No,
want mine to be small.
Why
I
would it
don't-
get smaller?
No, but I'm saying like, okay, so I got a little off track. So I know someone who,
Got
She
a
got-
boob reduction.
yeah, and they put her nipples on upside down.
They did that to Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, because she had nipple piercings and she went to go put them back in, and it was upside down.
Oh my god. Well,
But I
no,
feel like
I
it doesn't
would.
really matter.
I would never.
Yeah, but like,
I would never take
I
away
would-
from my boobs.
Yeah, I don't.
no,
think I would
but I'm
do
saying
anything
like,
to
wouldn't you be
them.
scared if you got your boobs done and they put your nipples back on?
But
I'd
I would
sue.
never know.
I'd be a rich woman
Yeah,
with
I would
upside down
never
nipples.
know. But
Someone
no,
could
can't
love me.
sue. I don't think.
If they touched my nipples without me telling them to put them on upside down, yeah.
I don't
You
think
probably
so.
sign a form that's like.
Well, I think nipples, I don't think it matters which way they are. I
Well,
think
yeah.
the only reason she probably noticed is because she has the piercing.
Piercing.
Yeah.
But I think because, like, the nipples really don't serve a function besides, like, feeding a baby. And I think the holes go
Unless they
Yeah.
botch your
360.
nipples.
Yeah. Unless they
Yeah,
fully, like,
I don't think
forget
they
to
botched
attach
it. They
the
just
nipple.
put it upside down because
Well, I
the
don't-
piercings weren't in.
No,
'cause you
I-
take them off for
I don't
surgery.
want a breast
Doesn't the piercing
reduction.
go through the middle of
it
the
should
nipple?
go. Yeah, it should go like.
Unless
horizontal.
they
Was it vertical?
sideways.
Oh.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Oh my, wait, that's kind of really funny if one is going this way or one is going the other way.
Oh yeah.
But no, I would never get anything done to my boobs unless
wouldn't
like
either.
something, you know, like one, it was extremely noticeable and I was very insecure about it. But if I'm wearing a bra, it's fine. You can't tell, but I take my bra off. And sometimes I invert my mirror just to make sure that I wasn't going crazy that one night.
Drop them out.
I drop them out and
Bounce them
I
up.
just like get a little sad.
But you're so right. I'm scared now because
Mm-hmm.
lips are obviously way more accessible than boobs, but I'm afraid if I do that, like,
Yeah.
I love my boobs. Why am I hating on my boobs?
Literally.
Like,
and we were
what's
just
wrong
saying
with my
is
brain
we
that I
should
no
just
longer like my boobs?
we should just be grateful for our boobs because we
Someone's
have
gonna
boobs
like 'em.
and someone's gonna like them. And you know what? Maybe I've got to love my boobs for someone else too. So,
There's
you know,
a lid for every pot.
exactly.
And your pot or a lid, whichever one you want
my
to be.
lid's gonna love my boobs
Yeah, just the way that you are.
and my lips.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They might be bigger though. It's only
And
a
they're
couple
gonna love them-
$100. Like,
And they're gonna love them anyways.
boobs are $10,000, but lips couple $100. Couple
Yeah.
smackaroonies.
I
Yeah.
saw some girl on TikTok, and she got her boob reduction and her appendix out, and it was the same amount of money.
I can't even.
I
Fathom
saw that too.
I can't even fathom that.
So wait, what's the point there? That a boob
That
reduction
the appendix was an emergency surgery.
is. So you're saying the appendix was really expensive?
Yeah.
Well, also your boobs are an elective surgery too.
Yeah.
Breast
Like
reduction.
Costs
An
the same
appendix.
amount as an emergency
my
appendix
God.
I feel
surgery.
like
if she
And
didn't
that's
get her
after
appendix out,
insurance
she would
covered.
have
Also,
died.
appendix is like tiny. That's
And
that's
that's after-
insane.
And
Her
that's after
insurance
insurance covered.
that's crazy.
Whatever. So she's
I
like,
mean,
that's
I,
crazy.
like, could have gotten another whole new pair of tits for the amount it cost for my emergency surgery.
Wow.
damn.
Dang.
On the topic of loving yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I had a little husband revelation.
Your
Husband.
No, I was thinking about our conversation last week.
Conversations with friends.
No one ever talked about that.
What?
No one even know what you're talking about.
You never saw him in a conversation with friends lanyard.
Oh God.
Kill a Trav.
Oh, is that
Yes.
gotcha.
Yes.
So I was thinking about our conversation last week about calling in the one and how I was doing my shadow work journal, and we were talking about how, like, I've said, like, oh, I'm looking for a boyfriend, but I'm not on a specific
Looking for
time.
a boyfriend.
Yes.
I see them. Give me time. You know I'm gonna be there. Put your trust in me. All I really wanna be is your boyfriend. Boyfriend.
Yes. But
Continue.
I'm not on a timeline for a husband. Like, I'm not saying I want to be engaged in 2 years or whatever, because I'm open to the idea that maybe my husband, I won't be fated to meet him for another year or 2 or 3. I'm open to that idea. But I was doing my little shadow work journal. I've also been reading this book called The Defining Decade. It's about, like, your 20s and stuff. And I had a revelation that I actually have been looking for my husband. I just didn't really put it in that bucket because the values that I have for dating a boyfriend are actually more like husband criteria.
Oh, I also feel like when we get into this, you always say, like, if I'm dating someone and I don't see myself marrying them, then what's the point?
I always break up with them.
Yeah,
once I
so
realize
it's like
that.
it's like a subconscious, a
I think
subconscious
it's
thing
'cause
too.
we're all dating to marry and not
Yeah.
just kind of like dating to date.
to
like
pass
our
time.
friend Caitlin likes to date, and like
There's
there's
nothing wrong with
dating
that.
to
But
date.
that's not
Like,
how I love
But
people.
that's how she dates, kind of thing, where she's going into it being like, I'm just having fun, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. Whereas I'm going into it, and I'm like, if
Yeah.
it works
If I don't
out,
see a future with you, what's the point?
awesome. But if I don't, then I'm gonna have to break it off because what's the point?
Like,
Yeah.
I take time to get to know people and stuff, but, I was thinking, like, well, what qualities do I want in a husband? Because I said last week, I was like, well, I don't have that one defining thing. A lot of people go, like, my husband has to be European or, from XYZ or be in this job, be this height. And so I actually made a list.
That's my exercise for tonight.
I made a list, And I was like, these are things I just look for when I'm dating people.
Yeah.
And I just realized that I'm actually just a serious dater that evolved. Like in high school into college, I was someone who always had to have a boyfriend. I was, in a period of 10 years, I was single for like collectively 4 months.
Shit.
That was crazy. And once I hit 22, I realized that I needed to get to know myself to actually be able to discern who was wasting my time and who wasn't. Because, you know, like how you let people treat you is just a reflection of your self-worth. And because of that, I became a girl who was actually so comfortable with herself that I was able to identify more like quickly and accurately who was and wasn't worth my time to like pursue dating. And that's why I haven't needed a boyfriend, but it's the husband criteria. Like, I don't know how else to phrase that, but big revelation for me.
Yeah.
Huge.
Turns out
You are looking for your husband.
I am looking for my husband.
And this is
I
from
have
your
a
shadow book?
husband.
There's nothing like very specific that's like a prompt for romantic love in the shadow book. It truly has to do with getting to the root of your insecurities and triggers and traumas, but you realize how it's affected you and like the decisions you make in your life and how your relationships play out and things that maybe you like bury about yourself or just know subconsciously but don't like actualize. And I realized that.
Should I do a calling in the one update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you cry again?
Well, I took a few days off, so I'm getting back into it.
And
And
I saw it's on your bed.
I do it before bed every night.
This is the best time to do it.
And the one of the last lessons was you had to like manifest the perfect your one. Like you had to imagine like having a random day and like kind of manifest, oh, I'm gonna meet them, blah blah blah. And I kind of had a revelation because it was like you should put a timeline, like, oh, I'm gonna meet the one in 2 years. I'm gonna be engaged in 2 years, but to kind of give yourself that judge. But I had like a thought where I don't know if I want to put that pressure on me. So I instead made my own version.
Taylor's version.
And Taylor, calling in the one Taylor's version. And I'm manifesting an insane love story where if it
No, I
leads
love that.
Insane in what way?
no, like
Are you getting
Unconventional.
kidnapped?
no
By the
Sociopathic mafia
No,
romance?
wait, guys,
No.
I'm with Taylor on this.
like a story where you tell your kids like, oh my god, this is like this this is the love story where if it ends in a marriage, great. If it doesn't, I still have an insane story.
you want something.
What does that entail?
Yeah, what does that
Having
mean?
an insane
I'm gonna-
story.
Not insane, but like
I'm gonna say
Can
this,
you
Taylor.
give me some sort of example?
Do you want something? Because what I'm perceiving, because I thought this last year for myself, and I realized I wasn't specific enough in my manifestation, and I
Okay.
needed to be more specific. Be careful what you wish for. You just
Okay.
might get it. You want something unique and adventurous and passionate, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
getting from this.
yeah.
But why does it not have to end in marriage? Because you
Because
want
I-
to find your husband.
Yeah, but I don't want to put a timeline on it.
You don't need a timeline.
You don't
for
need
it.
a timeline.
I
But
don't
like
have a timeline.
manifestation's incredibly specific. So when you're saying I don't want to find my husband, you're manifesting a love story where you
That ends
don't
in
find your
heartbreak.
husband.
But also, I feel like I haven't experienced enough to get a husband right now.
That's
That's okay.
That's
I get
valid to think, but also I'm going to pose this. You don't need to be experienced to be able to grow with someone. The
That's
right
true.
person will grow with you.
So true.
I really,
the right person will teach you what you need to know
yeah.
and love you despite maybe not having the experience or knowing certain things that maybe people who have dated a bunch know.
It really cringes me out when people go like, well, I need to be, it's still going to record.
Yeah.
It really like makes me cringe, my skin crawl when I hear people talk about like, well, I can only get married when I've been in this many long-term relationships and I've done X, Y, Z, and I'm like, you are actively planning to waste other people's time and your time. The right person will grow with you. Like yes, you will encounter challenges, but it won't be that hard. You'll know. Don't plan to waste your time.
Yeah.
You know, and others, yes, but like What are you doing for yourself?
No, and not that I'm like, oh, I want to be in XYZ relationships. It's
No, I
like
know
I
what
want to
you
be in
mean.
a relationship before I figure out
There's some
if
things that
this is. I don't know.
there's some things you figure out by being with
the right person.
the right
Yeah.
person, but there's also stuff you find out by being with the wrong person. And for some people, they're with the wrong person before the right person. For some people, they meet the right person right away, and they find out what they want and don't want through life with them. It's different for a lot of people.
But I mean, you could also find out what you don't want just from like a first date.
yeah.
That's
No one
true.
says you have to like date someone for 6 months and then be like, actually no, and then learn a
Yep.
bunch. You could learn a bunch
Also
just from getting to know someone for a week.
Also through your friends. You know how many times I've sat down with some friends, they're telling me about things they're going through with their boyfriends or fiancés, and I'm just thinking, add that to the list. I could never, ever. Shared experiences.
That's true.
That's what Maria tells me all the time, because obviously, like, one of my good friends, Maria, has had more experience, like, in terms of, like, dating than me. And she goes, I know exactly what to look for. She goes, if you introduce me to a boyfriend and I see any of these things in my head that I know aren't good and are going to lead down certain paths, she goes, I'm going to tell you flat out right away. He reminds me of blank. Like,
Yeah.
get out of there now
Needing
before he
Maria to
turns
meet
into
my
that.
husband. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So your concerns are 100% valid, and I think they
But
make
you also
total
get, like,
sense.
people around you.
That's true.
But also, don't restrict yourself in what you deserve. You don't have to earn love.
No, I know that, but just like I had that revelation where I was like, I want this like amazing love story where it's
Yeah.
But no one says, like, a first date has to turn into this amazing love story either.
I
Like,
know, but that's
it
what
could
I
take a few
want.
dates
You want
to
this,
get to that.
You
I
want
want
to be able
the
something-
perfect person that has like that I have this amazing love story with.
But you're
Where
saying
it's
that
like
it doesn't
if I
have
told
to,
it, somebody could be like,
But
oh,
what
that's
is
such a
this
movie.
amazing love story?
I don't know yet.
And that's
Okay.
that's okay.
the rest is still unwritten.
The rest is still unwritten. I think what's important is that you
I
realize
want it to be
You
like
want to feel the rain on your skin? No one else can feel it for you.
Maybe.
Only you can let it in.
I want it to feel like a love song, a rom-com,
Country song.
maybe all wrapped up into one
Okay.
relationship.
I think that's an important step, that you want romance. You want real, palpable, tangible romance.
You know,
You wanna
one thing
be-
I manifest a lot
What?
in terms of when I'm manifesting, you know, the one my husband kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I always picture it as we're kind of like we're out wherever. I don't want to pinpoint myself to be one specific place. We're out somewhere and we just kind of lock eyes, and I just know I'll have a feeling. I can't explain it.
okay.
Something will go.
like a meeting. You manifest a meeting.
I kind of manifest a meeting where we're just going to lock
Oh.
eyes, and it's going to
See-
be like, oh, because usually
Yeah.
if we're at a bar or something, I won't go up and talk to someone. I want someone to come up and talk to me.
Mhm.
But in that moment, I'll know. I'll be like, something in me, I'm like, I have to go talk
The
to that person.
gravitational pull of
Yes.
you
Yeah.
to your husband.
Invisible string.
See, I get that, but I also have that feeling about 20 times a day.
I also fear
Where I like
that
make
I'll-
eye contact
yeah.
with someone and I'm like,
Wait, are
I'm
we
like,
in
are
love
we
right
in
now?
love?
Are we in love right
I'm
now?
like,
my
look,
husband.
I'm like, look back. Look back if this
literally,
is real.
I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, if they look back in 3 seconds, then like we're meant to be.
I also get really scared that
And
a
they
lot
never
of
do.
guys
Yeah,
do
they
that
never
with
do.
me. Like, that they look in my eyes and they think that I'm attracted to them because they caught, like, my eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'll like make eye contact with someone at a bar, and then like I'm like, okay, and then they like won't come up and talk.
Okay.
Okay, but then they won't come up and talk to me afterwards, and I was like, that's kind of
Was all
lame.
that eye
If I have
contact
to
for
nothing?
nothing?
go up and talk to you,
Looking at me all by yourself, gorgeous?
I
Yeah.
also get like so shy and embarrassed because then I have to be like, do you have a girlfriend? Is she here at the bar with you? Like, you come up and talk to me to let me know you're single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm way more scared of you than you are of me. I can
As a woman.
promise
I'm also
you
way
that.
more single.
Yeah, I'm way more single than you.
So
Chronically
am I
single.
manifesting wrong?
You have to be very specific when you're manifesting, because if it's too broad, then it leaves too much room for
Yeah,
error.
I don't
when
want you to
I'm-
manifest a heartbreak, even if
No,
it is
no, no, not-
an insane love story. If you're
But
not,
also
if you're
when
leaving it
saying
open ended,
insane love story, you have to be
No, but-
specific in terms of what you mean by
no,
insane.
that's what I want. That's not what I'm manifesting. Like when I sit down to do my lesson, you do
but
your
now
base-
in your subconscious,
You're
insane love
manifesting.
story, you're manifesting.
Okay.
So insane love story could mean like, I don't know,
He tries to kill you.
kidnapped, he's trying to
no,
kill you.
don't manifest that.
then I
But
okay.
that's what I'm meaning by insane is too broad. You
Be
have
a
to
little
really
bit more
hone
specific.
in.
Okay, well,
like
I'll think about that.
romantic,
But when I
swoon-worthy.
manifest, like when I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, hand over the heart, like a deep breath, manifesting, I manifest like me, and he's faceless right now,
That's good.
and we are like dancing in the kitchen, like singing,
Aw,
like
that's
laughing, having a
cute.
good time. Like that's my manifest. Like when
Okay,
they're like,
no.
oh, picture that.
Is it in your kitchen at home?
That's
No,
so
it's
insane.
it's a random kitchen.
It's your kitchen together.
I'm thinking
Yes.
of Taylor's perfect morning where her mom makes her breakfast.
Not her husband, but her
was that
mother.
on the pod?
It's not.
Or
but
were we
we
just
don't have
talking
enough.
about-
We don't have
I
enough
didn't
time.
know that we could have a partner. I thought it was to be realistic.
We don't have enough time.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I monopolized the time, but I just had to get that out.
Oh
So you're
my
not
god.
dancing in your kitchen at home when your mom makes you breakfast.
No.
We should save that for next episode. To
That was the night that we friend bombed Ken at the bar.
Putting a pin in it, what each of our perfect mornings is, and how Taylor didn't know the
Wait,
rules.
guys, I kind of manifested my perfect morning because I just said that I wanted
You
to
quit
wake
your
up
job.
and be on my phone for 2 hours and be unemployed and eat like a nice little snack.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm almost there.
we do have to get into the friendship anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about that for the
Can
last
we
few
talk
minutes.
about my TikTok of the week first?
Well, that leads into the
Yeah.
friendship
We'll do it
anniversary.
in the friend anniversary. I made a TikTok about how we spent our friend anniversary weekend together. It's not a particularly good TikTok by all means, but it's a sentimental one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we decided that we
What
wanted
video
to
is it?
have.
Sorry.
The video is pulled up and ready to go.
We decided we wanted to have a chill weekend. And so we decided we were going to get these absolutely gigantic, monstrous sandwiches.
Needing another.
Mm-hmm.
That
Don't say the name because I'm
gatekeeping.
gatekeeping. Mm-hmm.
I'm gatekeeping. I also don't want to
Okay.
dox my location.
Rack up our following.
And we'll
And
release the sandwich shop.
I'll dox the location.
We'll eat the sandwiches naked on OnlyFans.
Ooh.
Rack it
By the
up.
way,
Rack 'em up.
Rack 'em
only
up.
we're still
Drop
having
'em out.
we're still having the OnlyFans talk.
Boobs. Sorry.
Anyway,
This is why we shouldn't film at 11 p.m.
Keep going.
this happened last. It's 11.
It's 10:38.
Oh my god. So we got the sandwiches. We watched the Please Don't Destroy movie. Which
By the way, good.
Can't stop thinking
Good.
about it. Actually,
10 out
is
of
really
10.
good.
Joe and I almost watched it again
Again.
the day after.
That guy
I'm gonna need
narrated
to borrow
it.
your peacock and
I can't
watch
stop.
it again.
I can't stop thinking about the scene where they do the Soulja Boy dance on the rocks.
It's so like the
Need to
movie. Like I
recreate
can't
that.
explain it. It's so
Funny.
Like it literally, truly felt like one big long skit.
Yeah.
Funny
that
if
they
you
do
have
for-
our sense of humor.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
our sense of humor and you think their SNL skits are funny,
If you
like,
think our
you would-
podcast is like even like the
Decent.
slightest bit funny,
yeah, you would
like
love the
you're
movie.
going to love the. Please
It's
Don't
about
Destroy
45
movie.
minutes too long, but that's okay.
It had that one guy narrating.
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
And it had Ben. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so good movie. We then decided to build a coat rack and a desk.
Yep.
Taylor is going to be entitled to half of our furniture whenever we move out of that apartment because you have built half our apartment.
Couldn't stop listening to Wheeler Walker Jr. if we tried.
You fuckers, it's on my Spotify.
Drop
Oh,
my let me see them titties. Gonna take a long look at those big old titties.
Thank God Wrapped is already out.
Oh, we would have racked up your rap.
Yeah, you would have. Oh my God, and I would have never forgiven you.
It would have become your top song.
It would've become my
Drop
top
them out.
song. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Wheeler
We
Walker
built
Jr.
furniture, We built brownie sundaes.
Mm-hmm.
We built a cake made by 5-year-olds.
We built a cake.
We built a cake. We built a cake.
We
I'm
had
built a
eating that
cake.
brownie sundae right now.
We made
We
friendship brownie
still
sundaes.
have the brownies.
Oh.
in the cake.
No, I ate the brownies. I had the last brownie today.
Oh.
I've been working at that
I was
all
gonna
week.
say,
I haven't had another one.
I
and
ate the rest of the
Oreos and the
brownies.
chocolate cake.
Kisses.
That was like
Hershey Kisses.
that's
No,
like
kisses were in the brownies.
Oh, sorry.
like saying that out loud is like insane. Like we threw Reese's and Oreos in the inside.
And
of the
kisses.
As
cake.
we're putting in the oven, I go, this is like a cake that 5-year-olds like
made.
were
Yeah.
just let loose and
I
made.
think it was so
It
fucking
was
good.
So
It was
delicious. I ate like 3
delicious.
pieces that night.
you ate
Yeah.
3 pieces. I ate it for lunch like the next day.
I
the day
almost came over
after.
on Sunday night. I wanted
Yeah.
it so
I
bad.
should have brought some cake with me today.
You should have.
The
Oh my
funniest
god, it
thing
was so
is-
good.
Because we came over probably around 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
We were at your apartment until 3 a.m.
Mhm.
We're supposed to hang out on Sunday as well.
Mhm.
But due to the fact that we all hung out until 3 a.m., none of us even whispered a word of it the next day. Due to the
Because-
fact that I don't think anyone actually had like the social battery at that point to
I
like
also
hang
just,
out
like,
for another
slept
6 hours.
Slept the entire day.
Me and Nikki went to bed at like 6 a.m.
Mhm.
because I was
We
wired.
kept texting. I was like, still up.
So
I was
I
wired.
literally had 4 loads of laundry and my bed unmade. Like everything had just come out of the dryer when you guys came over. So when you left at 3 a.m, I had to put away 4 loads of laundry and make my entire bed. Yeah.
But to end the night, we airplayed Taylor's phone on our Samsung TV, and we went through her TikToks, and there's one specific one that I'd like to touch on. That's also Taylor's TikTok of the week.
Taylor's TikTok of the week. Taylor's TikTok of the week. She's watching TikToks of the great. It's Taylor's TikTok of the week.
Taylor's TikTok of the week.
Holy shit. There is a baby, like, hissing.
Hold on, you're moving the wires.
Sorry.
I mean, we were shocked to our core.
Like her reaction right now, like I don't. She's getting into it. Like I don't think anyone understands Taylor's practically like seizing, couldn't breathe, laughing.
Get it away
Like,
from her.
She was just like flailing her body around. She was laughing so hard, and then we all started
Get it
laughing
away.
because this was being airplayed on the TV, but none of us were actually laughing at that. We were
That's
just
the
like
scariest baby I've ever seen
so
in my
like
life.
speechless by how hard Taylor was laughing at this baby. And I need you to send it to me to put into things of the week.
Ugly too.
Fuck ass blonde hair.
So,
baby.
so we went through
I had
Taylor's.
blonde hair as a baby.
Oh my god, my cheeks hurt so bad.
So we ended the night with airplaying Taylor's TikTok account on the TV. We also
One thing
had.
about Taylor, don't let her drive.
Don't let her drive. We also watched some.
We ended up on Dancing with the Stars.
And we were like, Taylor, you have to stop watching
Hey,
this.
Squeer.
And Taylor watched about 20 other videos of Dancing
Hey,
with the
Squeer,
Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
He was so good.
So we did that. We looked at some Niall Horan fan cams.
I love Niall Horan with his blonde hair, blue eyes.
Make me
And
do this.
Okay.
And then we just stayed up talking until like 3 a.m.
We showed up. It was pitch black outside due to the fact that it's winter, but it was 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and we left at around 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we sat in the lobby of your building for probably about 30
20
minutes
minutes?
because our Uber would not come.
He literally drove up and down the West Side Highway for 17 minutes until I canceled it.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
Why didn't you just stay over? We didn't have work the next day.
Megan has this habit of when she wants to leave somewhere, she quotes that Vine.
I got school. It's not funny.
I've got
I got skill.
I've got skill.
I got
It's,
skill.
it's not funny. I've
I
got
got-
skill.
I got skill. Well, like, JoJo could have really needed the human furnace.
It's not funny. I've got skill.
And he's got skill.
I've got skill. It's not
And
funny.
he could have slept on our beautiful couch.
And the Victoria Garnet rug.
On the Victoria Garnet rug, and Taylor could have spooned JoJo.
Yeah, there's always next time.
It's not funny. I got skill.
I got
Oh, yeah,
skill.
that's good.
That's literally me right now at 10:47 p.m. Like, guys, it's not funny. I've got
Guys,
skill.
this is. I
that
feel
shroom
like
chocolate and going to bed.
I feel like it's like the night
Before
like
Christmas.
the night before my last day of school. Like my last day of school.
Your
Like, are you getting the
lesson.
butt shakes?
The butt shakes.
Yeah, do you not get the butt shakes?
No.
Oh, like if you're nervous, you get the butt shakes, or when you're really excited, like
When I'm nervous, I want to throw up.
No, I begin immediately having a panic attack if I'm ever nervous.
Actually, when I'm nervous, I do throw up.
What are you talking about? Butt shakes.
let us know in the comments down below if you experience
you
butt
But-
But
shakes.
butt shakes.
Taylor, what does
No,
that mean?
No. Let
Like-
it marinate.
I don't know how to. It's butt shakes.
I had a friend in high school.
Like your ass is
who, when
vibrating.
she would
Yeah,
get
like,
nervous,
I
like her
don't know,
toe
like-
would go numb. And she'd be like, toe went numb.
Oh
Like,
wait,
I don't know how
This
to explain it.
is so unrelated, but I have to pose this question for the group for next week.
Okay.
Because this is something that we can all four go around and say.
Everyone do their homework.
All right.
when you guys get a crush,
Scholarly.
is there something that you do
Nerdy.
like right away? Like, not answer it right now, but think about it, because I have something that I do that it's like the second you get a crush on someone and you're like, oh my god, if they came over to my apartment right
Real
now,
or
I
not
need to like
Is it like how people say they shave their toes?
yeah, that's why I thought of that.
So
But
let's
let it linger, and
Okay,
We'll
but
come back
is it
to
like
it.
a real crush or like a
real
crush
crush.
of like
It's a
celebrity?
real
crush.
it's a real
Like
crush.
someone like
if you meet someone
to
and you're
date.
and you're
okay.
like,
crush
oh,
with the
like,
possibility of dating.
if you're like, oh, like if I like went to the bodega right now and ran into them, like I need to be XYZ. I need to
or
look like
if you just
know.
have a habit that you pick up on
Exactly.
when you're in crush mode.
Yes, when you're when you're in crush mode,
When you're crushing it.
when you are
Me
crushing
becoming
it.
the most annoying person on social media
Yeah, I need
could
to
tell if
know
I have
what
a
you guys
crush.
do.
based on my social media presence,
Okay.
and I'll
We'll
put a pin in that for
let's-
next week.
Let's cook
Let it
on
linger.
it.
Let it linger.
Let it linger.
Comment down below or email us, alwayssaidthatpodstories@gmail.com. What are some things you're doing when you have a crush, i.e. shaving your toes?
Or in crush mode.
Or in crush mode, shaving your toes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe you don't wear makeup, maybe you're wearing makeup. Maybe you're straightening your hair every day. Maybe you're wearing a lucky red top often. Let us know down below or in our email, alwayssaidthatpodstories@gmail.com. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure to rate us 5 stars. And I think they have the ability to leave a review. So if you could, that would be very awesome and much
Slay.
appreciated. We
Happy
love you so
Hanukkah.
much. Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Mwah.
Bye.